He thinks it's just a magic trick. Hands behind your back. Come on, let me show you something. The handcuffs click shut, and the man standing over him stops smiling. There's no trick, there's no key, and every young man who's ever stood in this house is still here. You just can't see them yet. How does the friendliest man in the neighborhood end up with a secret like this?
I'm Cole, and this is Midnight Files.
In Illinois, there's a man. His name is John Wayne Gacy. Remember that name. You're gonna hear it a lot. John is beloved, genuinely loved by everyone in his town. He throws parties. He works with charities. He puts real effort into making the people around him happy. So much so that he starts showing up as a clown. The big painted face, the bright baggy suit, the kind you'd see at the circus. He even has a name for him, Pogo. He works parades. He visits hospitals. He shows up at birthday parties and makes the kids scream with laughter. And John's face, it's always smiling. Everything about it says kindness, fun, a good heart. But nobody imagines that this man, this grinning face that lights up every event in town, is hiding a monster, that he is burying death underneath his own home. So what's the story? Listen. John Wayne Gacy is born in 1942, and his childhood is a mess. He grows up under a violent father, a man who humiliates him, beats him, tears him down in front of everybody. John never feels a father's warmth, not once. So he grows up small, worthless in his own eyes, with this burning need to prove he's somebody. And he's ashamed, terrified the neighbors might find out what home really looks like. So he learns to hide it. He smiles and tells everyone he's happy. His dad's a good man, no problems here. And he gets good at it, frighteningly good. He learns how to wear a mask, joy on the outside, something broken underneath. So when John grows up, he grinds. No family behind him, no help from anyone. He builds it all himself. And he does well. He ends up running his own construction company. He gets into the community, local politics. He becomes a precinct captain. There's even a photo of him shaking hands with the First Lady of the United States. But there's another side to John Wayne Gacy, a dark one, underneath all of it. This is a man with sick, monstrous urges. And his targets, young men, guys he meets out on the street, guys he can see are struggling. No money, nowhere to sleep. He knows exactly how to reel them in. He offers them work, a place to stay, food, a drink. He lures them in, and he takes them home. And if one of them walks through that door, it's the last day of his life. So how does he do it? He gets the kid comfortable, offers him a drink, and then he's got this magic trick he wants to show him. Just a little trick. Put the handcuffs on. The kid plays along. The cuffs click shut. And there's no key coming. He presses a rag soaked in chloroform over the kid's face until everything goes black. And when the young man comes to, he's restrained, helpless, and John is standing over him. What he does next, he does slowly. He tortures them. He rapes them. Some he stabs. Most he strangles, a rope looped around the throat, twisted tight like a tourniquet, tighter and tighter until it's over. And then he wraps the body, and he climbs down into the crawl space under his house, that low, cramped dirt space beneath the floorboards. And he buries them right there, next to the ones who came before. And then he walks back out the front door, as John, good old John, the friendliest guy on the block, the one everybody loves, the one nobody, not even 1% of them, would ever suspect. Young men vanish, for years, and the police? Not once do they look at John Wayne Gacy. To them, he's a model citizen. He's a precinct captain. He shakes hands with the powerful. He's woven so deep into that town that the thought never even crosses their minds. He played them, all of them, until 1978. A young man named Robert Peace disappears, but Robert doesn't vanish quietly like the ones before him, because this time, John was the last person known to have seen him alive. Robert had gone to talk to him about a construction job and never came home. His family files a missing person report, and the trail leads the police straight to John Wayne Gacy. They start digging, and the more they look, the more they find. Strange items in his house, things that don't belong to him. So they put him under surveillance. They watch him. His behavior starts to crack. The suspicion grows and grows until they get a warrant. They raid the house. At first, it looks normal. Nothing. Until one of the officers catches it. A smell. A thick, sickening stench rising up from under the floor. And the closer they get to that crawl space, the worse it gets. And then they understand what they've been standing on top of. By the time they're done, they pulled 26 bodies out of that crawl space. 3 more buried elsewhere on the property, stacked on top of each other, because at some point, he simply ran out of room. They arrest John Wayne Gacy. It's over. The victims were under his house the whole time. And here's the sick part. Through the entire interrogation, he's calm. He's almost enjoying it. He looks at them and asks, "How many did you find?" They tell him, and he just says, "That's it. There's no way I killed fewer than 33. Young men, boys, you want the rest? Go to the river." Once the crawl space filled up, I started dumping them in the river. I did this for years, and not one of you ever looked twice at me. Bragging, proud of it. He starts walking them through the details, calm, almost bored, like he's recapping a movie he's seen 100 times. It drives them out of their minds. At trial, the defense tries for insanity, that he's too sick, too disturbed to be held responsible, anything to soften the sentence. The jury doesn't buy a second of it. To them, this is a human monster. A man who laughed in people's faces, then lured them home, killed them, and buried them under his own feet. There's no way he lives. They sentence him to death. 14 years pass, and in 1994, they carry it out. Lethal injection, a needle, and it's over. And even at the very end, strapped down, minutes from death, there's no remorse, no fear, nothing. He goes out exactly the way he lived, cold, defiant, proud. And the story of John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown, gets carved into America's memory forever. Almost every killer clown you've seen since, in the movies, on TV, in the books, traces straight back to him. The friendly painted face that's supposed to bring joy, hiding something monstrous underneath. That's the image that still terrifies people to this day. Remember the name, John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown. And that is the end of our story.